We're good.
All right, good morning. Welcome everyone to our October the 28th solid waste meeting. Mr. Bill, can we have the roll call, please?
Mr. Sepulveda,
Here.
Mr. Bison,
Here.
Mr. Stevens,
Here.
Mr. Remedies. Mr. Chairman, all four members of the committee are present.
Would you lead us in prayer, Mr. Bill, and Mr. Bison in our plate, please?
Most kind, gracious Heavenly Father, we're so thankful for this day and for the opportunity to meet, discuss matters of importance for the parish. We ask that thy kindness be with us as we discuss these items this day, that we might reach good decisions that are helpful to the parish and pleasing in thy sight. We ask blessing on all of our officials, local, state, and federal, that they may be guided by thy will. We ask this most humbly in the name of Jesus Christ, the Son of the Lord. Amen.
Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, gentlemen. We need to amend the agenda. Do we have any amendments? Nothing? Okay. I have a motion that we adopt the agenda.
I make a motion, we adopt the agenda as it is.
Second.
Motion by Bison, second by Barry. In favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Public comments? Public comments, okay. Moving on to item 8, we're going to discuss the purchase of a dozer for the solid waste landfill. Mr. Bill, you got this dozer that we have. I guess I'll start to. Is it a leased dozer?
Yes, it's a rental, monthly rental. Exactly. Well, it's a lease, but it's on a month-to-month basis. It's costing about $9,000 a month.
So don't we have one already?
Yes, we do. We have
With one
one.
that we purchased?
We've got one we purchased.
Okay,
So,
then this is the lease one.
Yeah, the D5 is a lease, and the lease expires December the 19th of 2024. You know, they sent me a release renewal, so I got in touch with Mr. Bill, and we had a conversation, and Mr. Bill said he didn't want a lease, he just really own it. So at that time, that's when we got this meeting.
Have we took any,
not yet.
or have we even spec'd out?
We haven't even inspected out unless Pete's done it.
No, so I hadn't done it yet. I was waiting for approval before I do anything.
Are we gonna look at, and you had made mention the other day about looking at something besides cat, maybe what was the other,
John
Right.
Deere, Komatsu, Case.
Komatsu maybe, I think is what you suggested.
Yeah, Komatsu is, those are wise. I mean, Volvo, Scotch Cleveland puts out cases, but I've been on cases and they wasn't that good. But the John Deere and Komatsu is about top of the line right now. Really, I think Komatsu's got a little edge on John Deere, but both of them are very good.
Compared to cat though, what about it?
Well, I'm gonna tell you, I've not been happy with the cats.
And you told me that, and that's fine.
And they're hitting us for what is it, about $1,200 travel every
Just to
time.
come look at it.
Yeah,
I approved one of them deals. I saw it.
The problem is also the service with cat. Not only the equipment constantly breaking down, just for example, the previous week on Thursday, I called Vince and compacted down. The dev system is not regenerating. It's derating my compactor. It won't hardly move. It was Thursday. It was the next Friday for a mechanic to come out there. My compactor set down, work days, 6 days. Finally, that Friday, they come out there and got my compactor fixed probably about 2 o'clock in the evening. I've been a whole week without a dozer because all it took was a mechanic to get there. And it's service and then equipment. Like I said, equipment is constantly breaking down, but the Volvos we purchased, I hadn't had it break down yet. Neither of them. In the first year we had cat, compactor was in the shop for 4 months and within 6 months of purchasing. So
Sure was.
We're still gonna have to let bids though, aren't we?
Mhm.
We can't just buy what we want.
Nope.
I'm gonna go out on a limb here, and Pete, you probably know more about it. These, drum compactors. You know, over the years, we get, well, I don't know if y'all get them, but I get the magazines about recycling in landfills and stuff. It seems to me that all the landfills nationwide are using these, drum wheels. They don't have tracks. It's a big drum. It's
you talking about
the wheelers. I believe they call them a wheeler.
a compact?
That's who makes.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
talking about compact?
yes.
Yeah.
So,
We had a one. What's that company? Sandy, I believe. Compactor out at Mondays. It had a solid 12-foot wheel in the front, solid 12-foot wheel in the back. Does it get a little better compaction? Yes, sir. But it stayed stuck all the time. That was the problem because pulling traction power wise, it would stay stuck a little too wet. Normal compact to go through, and that one would get stuck. Somebody had to go pull it out or push it out. So that's a problem faced with that. Now, the way the compactor set up right now is probably about your best way to go. I do know Volvo started making a compactor. It looks very similar to the Caterpillar. Same setup, everything. Pretty much based, all the compactors are pretty much based on a front end loader design, just much larger scale. And instead of buckets, got a blade and metal tires and spikes, metal wheels and spikes on it. But the other one, you got several of them that makes them. You got Sandy, you got Bowmag, you got another company that makes a 3-wheel one wheel in the front like a 3-wheel, which everybody knows 3-wheels turn over easy. And you talking about putting it on 3-to-1 slope, yeah, it's an accident waiting to happen if you ask me.
I guess the ones that I've seen are like they got wheels on drums. It ain't a full drum in the front like a road. It has like wheels.
4 wheels?
Yeah, and so I wish I'd brought my magazine. But anyway, from what I've read about it, and you see all the articles that they do about landfills, and you see these deals.
That's what you were talking about.
Yes.
That big old cat, them big big wheels on it.
Yes. It's got like sheep foot, it's
Mhm.
big deals on it. And I'm just wondering, I don't know if that's something that you would want to consider. I mean, it's your operation. You know what you need.
Well, man, I don't know. You talk about like a 6 foot with the compactor.
Show him that picture right there of that thing, Bison.
But I know the compactor got spikes in them.
Well, that's what I'm talking about.
The best teeth is the T one. Okay, yeah. That's
Yeah.
regular compactor.
That's a 836. That's the biggest one they
The
make.
biggest one that Captain makes is. But on the teeth, on the wheels, the spikes, what they call the teeth,
Yeah.
is your best you can get. That I personally had it. We had 836 and we had them T on there, and it packed a lot better because it cuts it up a lot finer and you can get a lot tighter.
And like I said, I'm just thinking about the trips, the times that I've been out there in that comp. I just think about the trips that dozer and them tracks is popping back and forth, just constant. And I said, man, this got to be wearing them things down, and to me, something like this,
Yeah, that
something like this is more, to me personally, is designed for that purpose. You know what I'm
you
saying?
think those rolling wheels wouldn't put as much wear? They wouldn't wear out as quick as them tracks because we all know what the tracks do.
Yeah, them tracks wear.
And
Well,
then,
oh, yeah.
stuff getting caught up in the tracks and, 'cause we had to put those kits,
Landfill package.
packages on to keep the garbage
What
out.
about,
But I don't know.
and what have we got leased now? Cat?
Yeah, Cat D5.
I wonder if we could lease one of these and try it.
Compact?
One of these steel wheel compactors.
That's what we had. I got 826, K was still wheel compact.
I thought we was trying to get away from a track dozer to this.
No, so we're trying to replace the dozer because the lease runs out on December 19th.
Right, but. are we
You're
gonna-
talking about getting the new, trying to compact, right?
Yes.
Right.
We could try. I mean, I don't know. Pete and I can get on it and see if we can find one somewhere.
Okay, but we're just,
You're talking about the compactor,
Compactor.
not a dozer. but
That's
a
two different-
compactor.
Two different
okay, I
pieces of
thought we were
equipment.
Yeah, two
wanting to
different
replace the compactor.
But we
Yeah,
needed
too.
those.
No,
Okay.
that's gonna be, that's
We
later.
needed those.
We hadn't paid for the first one yet.
But Bill, I mentioned it to Bill, and Bill told me there's a pretty good price difference in between the two, right?
Mhm.
What
What two?
kind of price range are we looking at here?
I have no idea on this, on this wheel.
Well, let's blow that off, cause I was sidetracked too.
The one we bought
that
was right
compact-
at 700,000.
700,000.
That 836 is about $1 million.
What about the dozer we're talking about?
I figured anywhere from 275,000, 350.
Okay.
That's probably your
Sales
dozer.
Bill,
cheap.
is that something we'll purchase outright, something you'll take a note on and pay?
Take a note on and pay that.
So, but then my second question was gonna be, at any time, do you take the dozer, and I'm gonna use a term and use it as another use for something else? Or you strictly compact garbage with that?
I'm not, the
The
dozer,
rental, the one we're renting right now.
it does all my dirt work. It don't go in the trash. Now, sometimes it has to if the D6 goes down, but I don't allow him to get in the trash because it don't have landfill package. I just allow him to push and clean, turn around and compact and grab the rest of it. But on this, we get a new dozer. It'll be the dirt dozer, but I also have the option to put a landfill package on
I
it.
got you,
Just in case my D6 goes down, I got another dozer that'll help push trash.
I got you.
But it will have a 6-way blade because it's gonna do mostly dirt work, all my dirt work, like covering, recovering, doing slopes, stuff like that.
So this is gonna be a little bit bigger than the D6.
No, sir, it'd be a little bit bigger than the D5.
The one you want to buy,
Yes, that'd be a little bit bigger than
you
the
bought a
D5.
D4.
We got a D5 now,
Oh, okay.
and the size I'm looking for to be about like a D6N. And the reason why I got 3 trucks, 95 yards hauled at one time. That's a lot. 1 yard of dirt is 2,000 pounds, and he struggles to keep up with his trucks and making my trucks weight. So he had time to push and spread because that's a lot of dirt. So I wanted one step up, equivalent to a D6N, not D6T, but a D6N. And that way he'll have a little more power and be able to keep up. It's got a 12-foot blade, say 10-foot, and it push a lot more dirt. And he'll be able to keep up with them haul trucks. And but this, what we're trying to, he didn't want, Mr. Bill said he didn't want to lease again. He'd rather buy. So that's why this meeting's here. But I'd rather not have no cat. I know it's got to go out on bids, but the service and work that I've done with them, it ain't good. I mean, it's very poor quality on service, and poor quality equipment now. And you started 20 years ago,
I know
30
we
years ago.
had trouble with that one there for a few months. That was kind of aggravating to me personally.
I mean,
Yeah, I see.
How do we know we're gonna get any better service with one of these other brands though? That's the problem.
well, I do know Volvo. I've gotten really good service out of them. I called him and that day or the next day, they've been on site. So,
And
Were
come
they out of Shreveport or?
Shreveport. But and everything, like there's been some issues with the equipment not necessarily broke down, but we didn't even get an invoice for it because it's all on warranty. And it was just, I guess, working out the not detailed, little kinks out of
Kinks
it.
out of, yeah.
Being brand new, and but they was either caught them that morning, and I've had them sold that day. So, but they all,
So would we find anything like this on a state contract, or that's too long of a process, you think?
No, that'd be the shortest.
yes,
If they
they,
have it available?
but don't state contract only go 250,000?
So the one you're wanting to replace.
But the
is-
way they discount, it might be under 250
We
because they
check-
discount it.
Or it might be right at it, to where we can, for what you want. Well, you know what you need, you know what I'm
Yes,
saying?
yeah.
Y'all know what we need, so.
Well, the main thing, what we need is to look either to, check on the state contract, and if it's not there, we need authority to spec it out and let the bids.
And if it's involved with them other brands, we need to make sure that they've got a waste package like he talked about for the undercarriage.
Well, I have talked to Komatsu, I've talked to Case, I've talked to John Deere, and all of them said they can put a waste handling package on all the equipment. So, and that will be in part of the bids, the specs, and also what would be in there, it has to be already set up for the GPS system, so we can transfer the equipment right over to it and it goes to work.
Right.
Do you have any John Deere equipment out there?
No, but I personally ran John Deere, and they're hard to beat. Very stout,
I
very.
think, yeah, they, like I say, they in the woods busy.
Mhm.
That's some of the rough pushing there. He's logging, and
Right.
you go to every job out there, they got John Deere's, and it's right there in Shreveport.
But I tell you, we rented a John Deere
Service is good,
K.
but
and
just have to bid it off and see.
Yeah.
It's hard to beat John Deere.
We rented a John Deere 850K, which is the size of a D6N. When I dozed in the shop, and Junior begged me not to send him back. I said, "It's rental, I got to send him back." He said, "Man, that big truck dumps, and not one push. I'm spread out. I'm ready for the next truck." And I said, "Yeah, 'cause you got the power, but at the same time, my experience with John Deere, I had a dozer that had 4,000 hours on it, and I ran it for 3 years straight before I had the first issue with it. You know, just normal wear and tear and breakdown, but it wasn't no big deal. It's a machine, sooner or later it's going to break down."
It's all good equipment, and the thing is, though, we still got to go by the bid laws.
Oh, yeah.
And we might not like it, but we still got to go by it. Because me and Bill don't want to go to Shreveport and put on a coat and tie.
Will be the first time I have coat and tie in Shreveport.
But we don't want to do it.
No.
People up here will talk ugly to you, they say.
So, do we already have, specs wrote for what we gonna need? Do we have some type of spec?
No.
I would get them, but I was just waiting for a meeting to get
Okay.
approval to start the process.
Okay. Alright, and this lease on the other one's up December the 24th, you said?
December 19th,
19th.
2024. Now, I figure we ain't gonna do nothing in January. Like I told Mr. Bill, December 19th, I will send it back. I'll get a rental 2 or 3 weeks, a month, whatever it takes. And then in 2025, we can purchase the machine.
You'll have that ready,
Yeah.
on the budget.
Oh, yeah.
Go ahead and spec it out and start getting some stuff on
Yeah,
it.
like I said, we don't know how long the process. That sounds good. Any other comments or? Okay. I
Well,
need a-
we gotta be real careful because Cat was a little unhappy with the last bid. They didn't meet the specs. They didn't comply. They're really non-responsive.
Well, Bill, in
Everybody gets mad at bids.
well, yeah, that, in a case like that, Bill, to where we've had, bad experience or however we wanna say it, can you reject it for that, for your prior business with them or whatever,
That comes into play whenever we consider it. Yeah.
you know? Cause I know some of our other stuff, we're not satisfied with our products, we don't have to, even though it may be low.
We gotta have a reason.
Yeah.
We got to,
And I hate it, you know,
Knocking
but
it
hey,
apart.
it is what it is. We gotta do what's best for this parish, you know, for that landfill.
I don't hate it. They're not gonna put $1 in Sabine Parish. They ain't got to. Who cares? Whoever is gonna take care of us, that's all.
That's what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm. Cat's so big, they can care less. You know, that's one little old piece of equipment out of a whole bunch for them.
Mhm.
But with that said, we need to get turning on it if
Yeah.
it's gonna be up in a month or two.
Yeah, well, we need to get it as soon as we can. You know, realistically, it'll probably be March, April before we
At
get it.
least. Do you have a set of specs from the last time we did something or no?
I hadn't purchased it. Those were I purchased a haul truck and Traco and then the GPS system, but I hadn't purchased those. But I got every time I purchase something, I've got the specs ready. So I'll get the specs ready.
Alright. Well, if there's no other discussion, I have a motion to make a recommendation to spec out for dozer.
I make a motion that we get the specs and send them out to apply to purchase a new dozer for the landfill.
Second.
Motion by Bison, second by Remedes. All in favor? All opposed? All right, we'll make that recommendation this next month, this month, next month.
Next month.
All right. Item 9 is to discuss update on purchase of land for solid waste. Bill, I know you got just a bag full of good news.
Can we get the balloons and the confetti to start throwing now or no?
No, not yet. But we will the first week of November is what they're saying now. Everything, we've sent the deed, cash sale deed to them. We've straightened out the surveys. I think everybody's happy. I think what is $1,220,000 is what we agreed on. I can get that figured. I don't have it with me right now. But it's under what we had budgeted. We had budgeted 1.5 million.
You did good.
You did good, Bill.
I didn't have much to do with this. I mean, Chris did a good
Well,
job.
Chris did a good job for us.
He's done a good job. Him and Brett.
You said this, what was under survey, this land has actually been surveyed. We will have some known corners and.
They didn't stake them, and I can't figure that out.
Well, that's retarded.
Yeah, well, we got to get stakes.
No doubt. Or some kind of good
I'm
solid post or
I'm
something.
going to talk to Brett about that, why we got a survey. I guess they did an aerial survey.
Yeah, there are these new survey equipment. They just walk up there with that little stick and it tells them. They right in the corner nowadays.
That's what he used. I think they did for corner stakes, but they didn't stake out all the property lines. But they had that little wood called a rover that stick the rope on top.
Mm-hmm.
That's how they done it.
Them suckers can
Now-
do some stuff.
Reason I got some stakes, either stakes or have them out there with me because all permits said we had to have access roads around the whole perimeter of the landfill. So I got to clear a road all around the whole site, even the new land. But I'm worried about they didn't put stakes, so I don't know where to go. I don't want to get off my property. You know what I mean? I'm gonna stay on my property, and I'm actually gonna put the road 3 foot inside the property line, so I don't avoid that neutral zone law, and cut a road around the whole property. The new property.
Yeah, I think we need to do that first, rattle out the cage if we can get. Of course, we got to get a signed on the dotted line first.
It's close. It's a lot closer than it's been. I tell you, everything's.
This settlement will be a relief to Mr. Bill for sure, and as well as, and to me. I mean, I've been really sweating this because it could, complications and all could have been really bad and cost us a whole heap more money. If this does get signed and it looks like it is, we're gonna be doing real good. Bill will sleep better at night, I bet you.
Oh, yeah.
Cause I know
It stays on.
you got aggravated with it a bunch, and I did too, and K-Wall and everybody else.
So if this thing is done November, it will be finalized probably in
No, I'm talking about finalized.
it'll be finalized in November. So we should be able to start our process first of the year.
Well, that's what the plan was in January, start working on
It
the.
will have roughly, what was it, 18 months roughly?
Yeah,
We gotta get done, year, 18
this
months.
is a year and 18 months.
You ever started one on the bottom?
Sir?
Have you ever started one on the bottom?
Yes, sir. So you got to come in with 5 foot of trash. You got compact so heavy. If you don't, you'll fuck a hole in your line.
Wow.
So you got to come in. When you come in, you got to build a road 5 foot thick. And when you get to the bottom, you lose a little bit of compaction because the compact is supposed to pack by 1 foot lifts. It's only capable of packing 1 foot of trash. But you got to also understand you got to save your liner. Because that's a lot more expensive because just to get them usually show up, it costs you $25,000. It don't matter if it's a 1 inch patch. So you start with a 5 foot lift across the whole bottom.
Yeah, we don't need none of repairs.
No.
Will we be purchasing any pumps, extra pumps, as this process goes on?
It's part of the bid, 8-inch pump, plus go on that cell 9 to pump it around to Leachy Pond.
Did you ever get your other pump replaced, or you still?
No, so you told me wait till the first year, that's
Okay.
6-inch?
Yeah.
I'm still renting right now.
You talked to Bill about that?
Yes, it was in the budget this year, but, I didn't get it because way a year ago.
Yeah.
And so I'm still renting a pump, so next year I'll try to get it. If all feasible, I kind of play it by ear as I go.
Yeah.
Like I did this year. But
So the pumps that we bought from the other place down south, you don't use those anymore?
now they're sitting behind the shop and I told Mr. Bill when they do auction, put it in auction. The 2 pumps, it took them a year and a half to find all the parts to fix it. They finally got it fixed and brought them back to me. And I called Mr. Bill and told Mr. Bill next time y'all have an auction, put them in the auction.
So the pumps don't work, do work?
Yes, they do.
They're fixed.
They're back fixed. And, but like Red River said, they're a 6-inch pump, but they're equivalent to a 3-inch.
That ain't very good.
Now, that's why.
Big truck was in mode.
Yes, sir.
2 little wells that we had to do work on the existing structure. Has anything been done or said about that? Bill? You know, we were gonna have to, wasn't 2 of those, gas wells that are on that existing site in the way of this next?
Oh, yeah, they
Yeah.
gotta be moved.
They
That's
gotta be
all.
moved.
Was 60,000?
We hadn't done anything towards that yet.
He's gonna, according to Brett, he's supposed to be bringing that information. See, they opened the bids for this unexposed liner project on November 7th, I believe.
Yes.
That sounds right. Brett and his team will review those. He'll make a recommendation, bring it to y'all on the 20th, along with the 3 quotes. I think it's under 60,000 for that work that you're mentioning,
Mhm.
and bring all that recommendation to y'all then.
Yeah, I just wondered if that was anything happened there, so we didn't have any
We haven't
delays
we haven't
working on that
received
new one.
anything. That's it.
I'd like to get it rocking.
Yeah, we do.
Need a little airspace.
We need
Yeah.
airspace badly.
So your,
Not as bad as we're gonna need it in June.
yeah,
Bill, we still working with Natchitoches Parish? Is that still in the process?
We talked with them.
as far as your gas system, is everything, no issue with it?
Fine. Everything's been, knock on wood, everything's been,
We gotta choke back.
yeah, I got it choked back to 20%.
But they still hadn't even really jumped on a pipeline yet, have they?
No.
They've got
I know.
No. But it's gonna be 18 months before they get their compressor and everything put in.
Yeah, they could,
That's why we just trying to save gas.
yeah,
Trying to-
I'm about,
I cry every time I go by there watching them dollars burn.
you and me both, you and me both, cause I've had people
What we
ask
can
me,
do about that.
No,
I've had people ask me, what's that? I said, that's money burning, what that is.
if, just the knowledge of knowing about it, if we didn't knew whenever they sit here that time and talk to us about putting the system in, if we'd have started in about the same time with a pipeline company, it had been a little sooner. Everybody, but as it was, the system was in and then,
But
Well, you
that
like-
pipeline's all their expense, and it's none of ours,
Well,
right?
that contract was interesting. I'm gonna tell y'all that. Norman is a tough negotiator.
You get one on you?
I hope not, but who knows?
He'd be real tough if he got one on you with Allie.
but he seemed like,
I think he's fair.
he seemed like he'd be easy, understanding to work with. Ever since day one, we've met with him down there. And, he knows what they gotta have for their business, and he knows what we gotta have for our business.
Yep.
There's no doubt that they had the better deal.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no, there's no question about that. I mean, for the parish,
Yeah. I think got him moving was when that other company tried to slip in on top of
Competition.
competition. And all of a sudden, here we go.
Yes. Okay, was it any other, news on this, Bill, or that covered?
that's it. Chris is supposed to get with me today But like I said, the last I heard, everything been sent to them. They were happy. We're happy. It's just a matter of dotting the i's and crossing the t's and getting it filed.
Give him a big fat check.
It's gonna be a big fat check.
Before we adjourn, I just want to take a minute to commend Pete and his guys for helping us with the pug mill. Built us a very nice road down there, done the pad for us, put the rock. They've done just about everything for us down there, Pete and his guys. And I want to commend those guys for doing a good job. I appreciate all of our departments working together.
Yes.
Because when we all work together, we can get things accomplished.
Yep.
And I know it took some of your time with your guys, but to tell you guys, we greatly appreciate it.
Yes, sir, sure.
I believe here in the next couple of weeks, maybe, did Bobby get with you on that about getting those people out here to, price quote from 2 companies to start setting the pug mill up?
Yes, he's talking.
So you're gonna have, has he talked to you about it?
I had
You're
no,
gonna have some traffic in and out of
Right.
that. We gotta hire some people to come and
put it all together.
put it all together, so. But like I said, I appreciate you working with our department, because I know you got a business you run and you always find time to help us out.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
Anything else? All right.
I make a motion with adjourn.
Bison,
Second.
second by Mr. Barry. All in favor? All opposed? All right, motion carried. All right, guys, thank y'all.
We all